Hello YouTube, welcome one and all, and welcome back to Two Guys Talking About Something About E3.
Yeah.
It is the Sony conference this time.
Yeah.
We managed to get a VOD, watch a video of it. I feel a pattern has developed with these conferences. And the pattern is disappointment.
Yeah. There's not a lot to say about this one.
Yeah, there isn't really too much. Well, we'll go through what we saw, talk about some of the stuff that we want to really talk about. But it started off, and this conference did feel like a conference of a company that literally was kicking the bejesus out of their competition.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is...
yeah, when that last happened, we got the PS3.
Yeah. Also, at the same time, we've got to think, like... Sony didn't have anything. Sony didn't have anything, really.
Yeah.
I think.
So we'll go through what we saw. It started with five minutes of a guy playing a banjo
In a tent.
in a tent.
In a tent.
Which a lot of people have started to think of.
Well, you
Dead?
said Red Dead.
I said Red Dead because it was like it's a banjo. We're in a clearly erected tent. You know, and it was in that style of like when it's a big fair.
Yeah.
And you have the big tent in the middle, where everyone gets out and dancing at.
I said it was The Last of Us.
And it turned out to be, as
And
you,
it was The Last
you
of
were
Us.
correct. It turned out to be The Last of Us.
I only figured it out because the tune was really, really slow that he was doing on the banjo,
Yeah.
and he was like, that sounds a lot more like
The Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
We got gameplay from the looks of it. We actually got
Yeah,
gameplay.
and it looks gory.
It looks brutal.
And it looks good. It looks really good.
Really good. We didn't actually see any of the infected people.
No, we didn't see any...
The zombies or clickers.
No.
We didn't see any of those. It was mostly it was all focused on Ellie. We did not see Joel, which means I've only seen him in that original trailer.
Yeah.
The very first trailer. Haven't seen him since. And that original trailer is a bit weird because it's like only Ellie is reacting to him.
Yeah.
Which it's hinting rather bigly now that potentially Joel is not among the living anymore. Although he is mentioned in the trailer. He's mentioned in the trailer, but we don't know if like the beginning of the trailer, which then cuts into the gameplay and then cuts back into the scene at the beginning of the trailer. Don't know if I think that's a flashback. It feels like
the trailer is the flashback.
No, the trailer where they're in the tent.
That's a flashback.
I think that's a flashback.
Yeah, I think that's a flashback.
I think that's a flashback, and the game basically something happens.
Also looks like we're having more than just two characters.
Yeah.
In this one, not to actually control or anything like that, but to just have interactions with. As in the last one, it really was just Joel and Ellie. And
but
you bumped into the odd.
You bumped into the odd person, it was like a father-daughter type of thing, which worked really well. This one looks like they've worked a bit more on the combat. It still looks wincingly brutal.
Yes.
There was a few times I went, "Oh God, that had to hurt."
Ellie being like full on with that hammer. If you can take the weapons off the enemies when they're fighting you, like, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. So there's that. We don't know who the enemies were. We think, and this is just theory. This is just us theorizing. It could be the Fireflies.
Yeah, because they were looking in the gameplay bit. They were looking for Ellie.
Yeah, specifically because they called her Wolf, didn't they? I'm sure I heard the wolf went this way.
Yeah, or something like that. And it seems to be that they're looking for her.
Yeah.
And the only other people, I think the only people that know that she's immune to the virus are the Fireflies, unless they've told people.
Yeah.
Instead.
Which would be a really dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
So we had that trailer. That was a good long trailer. It was about, what, 10, 15 minutes?
I think
it felt like it.
I think the trailer was about, I'd say 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Without the banjo guy.
Without the banjo guy, yeah. And then, in Sony's infinite wisdom,
for some strange reason, they
went to an intermission. And that was because they were taking everybody from the tent into the actual stage. To which I went, why couldn't you do everything in the tent? It would be more time efficient. It would probably cost less money. There's a few things that I just did not understand why they decided. They're quite every conference we've had, there's been a point in it where we've gone, why are you doing this here?
Yeah.
In every single one. And it's just this year has just been like weird. It's like there's not been a big reveal sort of thing in my opinion.
Yeah. I was expecting some sort of surprise.
I would have thought, Microsoft. I mean, they had Battletoads, but
I wouldn't really.
I wouldn't class that.
I think
that's a cult thing
for me. Probably...
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is probably the biggest one, but again, that wasn't a reveal.
For me, I think the biggest reveal for me was Dying Light 2, because I didn't even know that was in production or anything like that.
That's probably the biggest one, and closely followed by Just Cause 4, possibly. Probably. But anyway, we're talking about other conferences at the moment, so we'll go back onto the Sony one, which then started talking about stuff for God of War, new content for God of War.
By the sounds of things.
By the sounds of things.
Like new DLC.
And then talked about Call of Duty 3. And they were talking about this sort of stuff.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Yeah,
which is for PS Plus subscribers.
Yeah.
It is free.
Yeah. And then they went into their VR trailers, which were basically just 5 seconds of stuff.
Giant Ghost.
VR Tetris. Apparently, Days Gone is going to have a VR mode.
Yeah. Apparently,
well, it was in that list of trailers with all the VR stuff. So they may. It'd be weird if it didn't have a VR mode to be in with these other games, because it was Twin Mirror, which is a VR game. Don't know much about it. Ghost Giant, which looks
cute.
You are this giant ghost, obviously, hence the title, and all these little animal characters
who live in this village. It seems like you have to look after this village.
Yeah, look after you. So it's pretty interesting. And the Beat Saber is coming to the PlayStation VR as well, which is I like those types of games where they take music and make you do things due to the music. If my PC could run a VR headset and I had somewhere to put my VR stuff, and I had the money to actually buy a VR stuff, I would buy the VR audio thing from the guys that did Audio Surf. Because it's just cool. It's just cool to see what they can do with but then we went back into the actual main stage, where there was a guy with a traditional Japanese flute
attire,
and a traditional Japanese flute playing, and that went on for about 5 minutes.
That went on for about 5 minutes. There was weird musical.
They had musical introductions for every single game.
Almost every single game.
No, it was pretty much every single game.
Yeah, okay.
Just that this was the only one that was actually the actual music and not made in Dreams.
Yeah, that's true.
Because everything else was made in Dreams. They had the banjo guy, this flute guy, and everything else was Dreams. I'm positive it was Dreams. Which made me wonder why the hell they didn't show it off as an actual trailer.
Yeah.
But anyway. And then we got into the Sucker Punch game, Ghost of Tsushima.
That looked amazing.
Sengoku period, Japanese samurai.
No idea what's going on in the trailer.
Well, no, the thing is always like right. The trailer is basically you are going to this Buddhist temple to get this Buddhist
save this
Buddhist monk. But it is literally like everything's going to hell. There's proper katana on katana combat. The system eerily looked like For Honors.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Eerily looked like For Honors.
It also looked...
And to be honest, we're looking forward to this because the last game we played for Sucker Punch was Infamous Second Son, which is an amazing game. It was probably one of the best launch games for the PS4.
Yeah, it's probably the best Infamous game.
Oh yeah, easily
of the three.
Easily the best Infamous game.
Yeah.
The stuff you could do with that game was.
I don't think it was a launch game. I think it was supposed to be a launch game. They put
it was a launch or like
it came out a couple of months after.
A month or two after, if it wasn't launched. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. It was a really good game.
Ghost of Tsushima though looks great.
Oh, it looks amazing.
If
I highly doubt
you can do like insta kill things like he was doing on the trailer, just like
parry the spear and then literally as he runs past you, slice the back of him, and he just collapses in the ground.
It looked gory as well.
Looked gory.
Like a lot of blood.
It looked beautiful.
Yes, it did.
So much so that I highly doubt that's going to be the game.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't think that the PlayStation.
I think my PlayStation Pro would die if it tried to play that game.
Mine would just blow up.
My PC would probably play it and go, "What do you want me to do? What?"
Mine would just blow up.
Yours would blow up.
I think my PlayStation would just blow up.
It would just simultaneously combust and explode. But yeah, really, 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 really interesting.
Yes.
Really interesting. Really looking forward to that.
Looked like you could do stealthy stuff as well.
Yeah, there was stealth elements.
He got a hook thing out and grappled. The grapple hooked up, which was
it was
awesome.
Brilliant.
Killed the guy through a wall.
Yes, he did.
He snuck up behind him and
because it's paper walls and all that. It's very thinly built. Japanese architecture, which is like, oh my god! So I can literally just see a guy on the other side of the wall and just go dead. Brilliant.
It also looks like the Mongols. They were mentioned.
It's right. The mission said day 6 of the Mongol invasion.
Yeah.
So this looks like it potentially could be like an alternate timeline thing because the Mongols didn't actually invade, I think. Because they knew that because I think it was Kublai Khan wanted to invade Japan, and then a massive storm literally just destroyed the Chinese / Mongol navy. I could be wrong with the time frame in that, but because that's where the kamikaze divine wind comes from. Okay, my knowledge is limited, but I like to use the stuff that I do know.
See, listen, watch our videos. You'll learn new things.
Probably not. They're probably wrong.
Probably not.
So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima looks
at this moment
phenomenal.
I am going to get that game.
At this moment, it's like, yeah, definitely okay. So there's definitely a PlayStation. There was a PlayStation 4 game that I will that was on this. That wasn't the one that was I knew there was for certain was going to be at this conference. So there's another game now that I want to look forward to. Yeah. It's going to be good.
There wasn't a release date. I think they just said 2019.
Yeah.
But other than that was about it.
We then went into a trailer that we still are trying to wrap our heads around.
Oh, Control. Oh, Jesus.
Imagine Inception.
I think it's what they've done is. Do you remember?
It's like
Second Sight.
Yes. Oh, the Free Radical.
Yeah. Imagine Inception.
Inception with Second Sight.
That's what it kind of looked like.
Yes. That's a very good thing. It looks very interesting. It's piqued my interest. I'm like, okay, where are you going with this? but it looks
weird.
literally weird. Like,
looks weird.
Prepare to literally go, what? Weird and random stuff will happen, like Inception.
Yep.
So that we got. Then we went into the trailer. That I instantly, the moment I saw the old PlayStation, I got this trailer instantly. Called it. Good old rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy.
This probably got
back.
This probably got the biggest pop.
This probably did. Yeah.
Like,
and understandably so.
It was so good to see him again.
Oh yeah.
See that? Oh,
all mop with the mop.
With the mop, and I mean they did show what looked like a gameplay concept.
Yeah.
So it was like it looks like it's over the shoulder.
Yeah, it's like
again and stuff like that. But I don't think it's gonna be like
Resident Evil
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, it's gonna be more.
I think it's still gonna be more jump scary. It's just over the shoulder.
Yeah, basically you're gonna have.
Because I was wondering when they announced this that they were gonna do it. Well, I was wondering like, are they gonna do it the way they did?
Oh, the remaster of
remaster. Because like that's really old now, and I don't want
tank controls
now.
I think like the control setup of 4, where you're walking around with the survival elements of 2. So like ammunition is not abundant. You've got to look after your health. You've got to look after your ammo.
If it's anything
you don't necessarily have to kill all the enemies.
Yeah. If it's anything like 4, like the way it plays, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as just don't have Chris Redfield punching a boulder.
That's fine.
just don't do that.
Yeah. So that was like, okay, yeah.
That was a big problem. They showed Claire, what I think is Claire. She looks alright. She looks snazzy.
Yeah.
Or sleek.
Claire Redfield looking for her brother. I love the line. I'm going to do everything I can to save this city. Leon.
Oh,
poor Leon. Your city
is boned.
On a scale of 1 to boned, you're boned. We then got Trevor Saves the Universe,
which is done by the creator of Rick and Morty. He's done the voices, as you can clearly tell. Which means I won't be able to play that game because I don't have a high enough IQ.
Yeah, don't have it. Neither will I. We don't have an high enough IQ to understand the jokes in that game, obviously.
It looks very weird.
It does look very weird, but then again, I've found Rick and Morty very weird.
Rick and Morty.
I mean, to be honest, if people like Rick and Morty, that's fine. It's just not my cup of tea sort of thing. Yeah. It's a lot of things. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Because you don't have a high enough IQ.
How many levels of the meta do I need to go into here?
You don't have a high enough IQ.
I think it's just because I usually get home from work and it's like, I really do not want to engage my brain right now. Especially for a cartoon. So we went from that. That'll probably have a lot of meta jokes and people. Yeah. I have a feeling if you like, as long as the gameplay's okay, if you like Rick and Morty, you'll probably like this.
I think it looks like it's probably going to be a platformer.
Yeah, an action adventure platformer.
Yeah.
So it'll be people will enjoy. People will probably enjoy it.
Yeah. Some
people will get the comedy. Some people won't.
Yeah.
I am probably one of those that won't. But yeah, it'll be there will be a market for that.
Yes.
We then went on to Kingdom Hearts 3, which basically showed us nothing really new.
It showed us Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, which...
That was the new thing.
Because we haven't seen the Square Enix trailer, we do not know if that was shown in the Square Enix trailer. So it might have been already shown. And they might have actually shown absolutely bupkis all.
Well, this would have been probably the third time Kingdom Hearts has been shown.
Yeah, because it got shown on the Xbox.
Because it got shown. It definitely got shown on
the Square Enix. And it got shown on the. It's now been shown on the
3 times in one.
3 times. There was an announced date. Again, I don't know if it was shown in the Square Enix, but announced date January the 29th. So.
And there's going to be a special PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
For it, which I was kind of
very angry.
No, not that.
Oh, no.
The PS4. I was like, oh, I might have to get that.
Yes, you might.
Because it was very shiny.
Then you got very angry when.
And then I got very angry because they're releasing it all in one bundle.
The entire story, Kingdom Hearts 1, which will
1.5,
1.5, well, 1.5 Final Mix, 2.5, and 2.8.
2.8 and 3.
And 3.
All in the same bundle. And it's like, but I've just bought 1.5 and 2.5 and 2.8. Why have you done this to me?
Yeah, we bought those for a reason, so that we could be up to speed for the launch of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Why did you do this to me, Squire? Why?
Which means I think that is going to get released on Xbox. If it hasn't already been announced. That will be released on Xbox.
But that wasn't announced on Xbox.
No.
See, that would have been a better thing to announce than just Kingdom Hearts 3.
That would make more sense for that to be announced there.
They were like, yeah, you're going to get the whole Kingdom Hearts.
Welcome to the confusing mess that is the plot line to Kingdom Hearts. We then went into the game that everyone knew was coming. It is the game that we are going to get.
Oh, yes, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yes.
Because I am a Kojima fanboy.
I'm a Del Toro fanboy.
And you're a Del Toro fanboy. So, you know, it's like, it may be the worst game in the world, but we'll still find something to enjoy it. Somehow. My one worry is that this is the 33 that this game has been shown, and we still don't know what the hell the game's about.
That, and still no release date.
No.
There wasn't a release date.
There wasn't a release date. Which, to be perfectly honest, it's a Kojima game. It could be released in 3 and 5 years' time.
I would like to, you know, not be in my mid-40s by the time the game
releases. Yeah, I think a lot of people would not want their newborn children to be going to high school when this game gets released. You know what? I think I mentioned it when we were watching it, but I would love it if it all took place in Psycho Mantis' head.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. That's the plot. It's the final fuck you to Konami from Kojima. It's like, yeah, you bastard.
Yeah, it's all taking place in Psycho Mantis' head.
It's all taking place in Psycho Mantis' head. Yeah, no idea what the bollocks is going on. We did see new people.
Yes, we did see new people.
We saw a couple of new actors.
We saw what looked like actual gameplay
of
people walking up cliffs. And then trying to move past shadow people.
Yeah, and failing
miserably. But I honestly do not know what is going on.
No.
I don't think anyone knows what's going on.
I don't even think the people involved in the game know what's going on.
There were only 2 people on this planet that knows what's going on with that game. One is Kojima.
The other is Del Toro. Most likely.
Is it Kojima? Is it Kojima or is it Kijoma? Because I've always got the name wrong. I
think it's Kojima.
Yeah, I got his name wrong in my head when I first played Metal Gear Solid, and then it's one of those things where it just gets stuck in your head the wrong way to say it.
Yeah.
And so I now doubt myself whenever I say it.
I think it's Kojima.
But anyway.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
It's not intentional. If I'm pronouncing the name wrong, it's not intentional.
We met 2 new women.
Yeah.
One of them spoke. I can't remember the actress' name.
She's a really famous French actress. Really famous.
Louis
Trudeau, something like that. She's really, really famous.
Yeah.
She's massive in France.
Yeah. And she looked good.
She looked good. Like, to be perfectly honest, everyone looked good.
Yeah, everyone.
It's running on probably the game engine that the Fox engine, if Konami hadn't been an arsehole, it would end up being. Because the Fox engine is one of the best game engines in the world. It's fantastic, and Konami are a bunch of arseholes.
Yeah.
That really do not know what the hell they've got their hands on. They do not know the greatness that is in their possession.
Yeah.
Because they're arseholes. They're small-minded arseholes, and therefore they do not know how to use greatness. But anyway, so that was Death Stranding. My biggest opinion of that is what the is going on.
Never gonna know. Never gonna find out.
We're not gonna find out. You know what? It's gonna get released, and we're still not gonna know where. We then came into a new game that we did not know was coming, and Team Ninja are going back to Japan.
Oh yes,
for Neo 2. No gameplay. I think
it was just a teaser trailer.
Teaser trailer, but still, Neo's a good game. I'm
trying to think where they're going to set it because Neo was set right at the end of the Sengoku period, so it was basically between Ieyasu and Mitsuhide.
Yeah,
and I think you beat Mitsuhide and Tokugawa becomes Shogun, and that's pretty much the end.
Yeah. Well, the guy you're playing is a real life person who actually shows up around. I mean, he becomes Tokugawa's one of his most senior advisors. So the guy. So yeah, that's sort of. I wonder if they're gonna do basically the start of the Sengoku period. So you'll have Obunaga no Oda. You'll have the Oda clan.
We have all the different clans.
You'll have Tokugawa before he was known as Tokugawa.
Yeah.
You'll potentially have Shingen.
So the Yusugi, the Takeda, all of them, because there's so many clans.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Yeah, maybe, possibly. I don't think so though, because the way the story goes in Neo is, but
the thing is, though, they could place Neo at any point during the Sengoku period. They could even put it at the the end of the Shogun. When the Americans came over and the end of the samurai, basically. So anyone watched The Last Samurai, that period sort of thing.
Yeah,
they could put it there. They've got plenty of places to put it in. I don't know where, but obviously the Oni demons are going to be a big feature in it.
I watched that and I thought, because I always get Ninja Theory and Team Ninja mixed.
Yeah.
I always get them sort of put together, and so I saw that trailer and I thought, aren't they with Xbox now? I thought they were just with Xbox.
Yeah.
And then it's, no, Ninja Theory.
So,
Ninja Theory, Team Ninja.
Yeah. We went from that into the last game. Which was another one that everyone knew was coming up, was going to be at the Sony conference. Spider-Man.
It looked good.
It looked really good. It looked like they've gone. Well, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to ignore the web swinging from Spider-Man 3, the web swinging from pretty much every Spider-Man game after Spider-Man 2. We're just going to take the Spider-Man 2 web swinging and make it better.
Yes.
Which is a good thing.
I'm going to add in the Arkham style fighting.
Yeah, but again, Spider-Man 2 had a similar type of thing where you had a dodge button for when someone's going to attack you. It's more Arkham. But again, like I said when we were watching it, if there's one character that makes sense with the Arkham style combat of simple peers, press a button, dodge an attack, it's Spider-Man because of his spider sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense. But they revealed that Spidey's going up against the Sinister Six.
And we only saw 5 of them.
We saw 5 members, which were Vulture, Rhino, Shocker... Scorpion. Electro. Scorpion. And...
it was Antimatter Man?
Yeah.
I think that's what his name was?
Yeah. We got it in that one wrong. I know it almost for certain.
It's the guy from the trailer from last year.
Yeah, last year.
He's in there as well. And then there's a 6th guy who we didn't see. He was off camera.
But
Spidey knew him.
So we're thinking potentially Harry Osborn.
As either Green Goblin or Hobgoblin. That's my guess.
I would not be surprised if they decide to do this as the origin of Doc Ock.
Possibly. So
Doc Ock, because Green Goblin, people who have been members of the Sinister, there's a long list of people who have been in the Sinister Six, but because even Venom's been in the Sinister Six, but Venom, not gonna be him. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Mysterio, Hobgoblin, Sandman. I think there's, off the top of my head, there's 6 people who that could be. We're leaning towards Harry Osborn or Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Potentially Norman Osborn Hobgoblin, because it seemed to be something was lighting.
If it's Norman Osborn, it's got to be Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, yeah. Because it seemed to be something was creating light, like
a jet engine.
Yeah, like hovering.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man was looking up at someone.
Yeah.
So it could. I'm thinking it's a Goblin Rider. We're thinking it's possibly a Goblin Rider. Which would then mean either Hobgoblin or Green Goblin. And with Spider-Man recognizing that person, I think potentially it could be Norman.
You think it's Norman?
I think it's Norman Osborn.
I think Harry.
Automatic uploads and downloads and updates. Never do them, people. It just ends up messing with all your recording stuff. Because my World of Tanks file was updating, and it decided to balk my shadow play. They don't like to play. They don't seem to play nice. But anyway, I think you were at the point where you were saying it was going to be Harry.
Yes, I think it's going to be Harry. Just because it just seems more sense that the way Spider-Man reacted to seeing the person, it just kind of makes more sense that it would be Harry. It's like, oh, not you, sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know if I think what got missed also was they believe Black Cat.
Black Cat is going to be in it. Apparently, there's like little snippets of like newspaper things.
Yeah, which is fine.
About like burglaries and other things. Yeah, so that's Black Cat.
Yeah, that's fine. That's Black Cat. Black Cat's a good, interesting character. She usually is. Or her bad luck. Her bad luck ability. Well, some people find her interesting, granted.
No, people don't find her interesting at all.
No. I didn't say her character. Some people find her interesting.
Yes.
But anyway, that was pretty much it. This is going to be a much shorter video than the last two. Because we don't really have that much. There wasn't really much.
There wasn't anything else.
Yeah. At least we don't have something to be really angry about, like Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And it was better than the EA. I think it was on level. It was probably on level with Microsoft.
I think Microsoft just beat it just because of all the new games. That they showed. They showed a lot of new stuff.
They showed a lot.
So I think Microsoft just tips it. For me.
So that is the Sony conference. We will be probably talking about the Bethesda conference in our next video.
Yes.
And we have some things to discuss. But anyway, that'll be another video. Thank you everyone for watching this one. And we will see you in the next one. Till then, toodles.
Bye now.